Big 2 Local Weather Authority forecast. We warn you first with Chief Meteorologist Chase Menendez.
Good evening, everybody. A lot of clear skies out there here in West Texas. A lot of blue skies and a lot of sunshine, too. Much calmer day today than what we saw yesterday, particularly, and that's led us to see pretty nice temperatures. Traffic not terrible for this time of day along I-20. Thanks to the West Texas State Bank weather cam, we've got a good look at those conditions out there. A lot of sunshine helping us to warm up. We really recovered after this morning. We dropped down pretty significantly, but then we caught up. Odessa Midland picking up 4 degrees over this time yesterday. Seminole, Hobbs, and Snyder all up 7 degrees, so much warmer afternoon than we saw yesterday, particularly because of that cold front that came through, really shaking up our forecast, bringing some strong winds, bringing some cold temperatures, even some snow to our viewing area yesterday. Now, yesterday's high temperature, 54 degrees, a little bit suspect because that temperature actually came through at midnight. As that cold front passed through, we eventually dropped down to 34 degrees in the morning time, and then we recovered to about 50 degrees by the afternoon. So this high temperature, low temperature doesn't quite tell the whole story. Today, we actually warmed up a little bit more than our high temperature, our technical high temperature yesterday. We actually picked up to 55 degrees earlier today. Our lows at 30 degrees, coming in just shy of average on both ends of that scale there. Now, as we get to tomorrow, we're going to continue to see this warming trend increase our temperatures for tomorrow afternoon. It will be pretty nice. Now that we've gotten all this liquid out of the way, remember those gigantic snowflakes actually dumped about 1/3 of an inch of total water on Odessa Midland. That's a pretty sizable amount. We got about a tenth of an inch there for Big Spring. Abilene picking up 1.25 inches just off to our east. Now that storm that brought us all of that rainfall, snowfall, whatever you want to call it, now moving off to the east, getting out of the way. You can kind of still see a little bit of cloud cover, a little remnants from that storm. But off to our west, we're actually seeing some cloud cover coming on into West Texas. Now, I don't expect that to be making its way through Odessa Midland until the early morning hours tomorrow morning. So we've got a cold morning coming our way. Now, most of that cloud cover, actually, the source is off to our west. We've just got an abundance of moisture making its way ashore on our west coast. That'll eventually be tracking through Odessa Midland. Here's a look at where that low pressure is setting up, that one that brought us a lot of snowfall, now moving on into Louisiana and tracking further through the southeastern states. But again, here in West Texas, we're not dealing with that low pressure anymore. We've got some very calm conditions. Wind speeds picked up to 44 miles per hour yesterday. 51 for Seminole and 52 for Hobbs. Anytime you see winds gusting up to about 50 miles per hour, that is good enough to cause a little bit of damage. So thankfully, our wind speeds have finally begun to taper off today, but you can see that wasn't always the case. We were up to about 21 miles per hour by noon, slowly backing off into the teens and down into the single digits by the time we get to this evening. Overnight tonight, we'll see that wind direction stay, pulling some cold air out of the north, keeping our temperatures very cold for the morning time. But thankfully, with a lot of sunshine in store, we will recover. 9-mile-per-hour wind speeds currently for Odessa Midland, 10 for Wink. Again, generally coming out of the north and west. And as we go on into the early morning hours, that wind direction is going to change up on us a little bit, coming out of a more westerly direction. But as we get to the afternoon time, then we'll start to see those wind arrows pointing in all kinds of different directions, pulling in a little bit of some warm air here in Odessa Midland from the southwest at 8 miles per hour by 3 p.m. Again, much calmer conditions tomorrow than what we had for this morning and yesterday, especially with that cold front coming on through. Now, we've got another hard freeze in store for us tonight. Remember that northerly wind direction is going to pull in some cold air. We're not likely to get too much in the way of cloud cover to insulate our temperatures from dropping off overnight here in Odessa Midland. But thankfully, we will recover in the afternoon time again, thanks to a lot of sunshine. This model doing a pretty good job matching up with what we see on satellite and radar. Notice those clouds off to the west are absent, but we do get a little moisture pulling into West Texas. I do anticipate us by around 3 a.m. in Odessa Midland and the eastern basin to start to get some of that cloud cover. And as we get to the afternoon, the evening time, we will start to see some of those clouds roll back on in. Not a cloudy day by any means, but as we get to the evening hours, those clouds are going to roll on in and keep Sunday morning's temperatures significantly warmer than tomorrow morning's 27-degree low for Odessa Midland. 63 is the high on Saturday, mostly sunny until we get to the evening time. Sunday, a little cloudier, keeping our temperatures down into the low 60s. Monday, a little cooler, but we recover on Tuesday. It's not until Wednesday that we see rain chances return to the forecast, and even then, only a 40% chance to get just a couple of showers.
So maybe any snow that day?
Oh, no snow. A little too warm for that.
Okay, well, tomorrow will be a cold morning for Midlanders.
Hey, it's a window of opportunity to wash your car. Have it clean for about 4 or 5 days. Right?
There you go.
That's what Abby thinks about.
Good way
All
to look
Chase,
at it.
Thank you.